Right, so thank you so much for staying with us. Like I mentioned, we now want to speak to Nick Mwendwa, who is the latest president of anything here in Kenya, president of the Football Kenya Federation. First of all, congratulations and welcome to Friday Briefing.
Thank you, Betty.
You know, I'm curious, what does this win mean for you?
For me, it's a show that when you're determined, when you have a dream, and when you say, I'm going to do something, and put everything in it single-minded, it can be done however remote it is.
Right.
And I was at a function today, and the DP said that we proved that the impossible can be possible.
Right.
And I think that's the spirit I come to the table with. And I think that's the message I would say to anyone else who wants to do something that they thought they could do for long, and represent the hopes of many Kenyans in the game.
Now, football, as we know it, can be a dirty game, just like politics. You were a successful IT consultant. Why did you decide that this is the path that you want to take at this time?
I have been a football man since I was in primary school, secondary school, all through college, everywhere. I created my team and formed my team in the year 2000. And so I decided last year that the leadership we had wasn't serious enough for my investment in the game. And when I looked around with my colleagues, I found that none of them was prepared to take on the giant. None of them had the grit to do so. And so I decided that I could do it. And for 1 year, Betty, it was a roller coaster. Yeah.
And the short-term goals, let's talk about the short-term goals. Of course, there are a lot of expectations from football fans around Kenya, that, this is the breath of fresh air, coming up with, new ideologies, new ways of doing things. So what are your first short-term goals right now?
Betty, even in financial markets, when there is optimism, currencies gain, stocks gain. What we are doing now is bringing optimism to the game so that investors can see that in us, talking about how we shall do this and quickly beginning to make those connections, quickly beginning to show Kenyans that we are made of what we said, and when we give our word, we can be trusted.
Right.
I think this is the biggest thing of them all, but quickly then we need to look at Harambee Stars.
Yes.
We're going away to Guinea-Bissau, and we're playing away and then home in Guinea-Bissau at the end of March. That's big, although we lost against Zambia. But we want to show Kenyans that we are better organized. We can do these small little things that were not done properly, that are obvious. Get them in a bus early, get them in a flight in time, let them sleep early for the game tomorrow. Just little things that weren't done properly need to be done properly, and that we promise are things we're going to do. So that is the short term. And then we have the younger players. The key to Kenya going where it's supposed to go is by starting afresh, by saying the young kids in schools. Today we launched a program around the counties for giving away balls to schools. And that is the key to success in the coming years. So what we're going to do is we're giving away 100,000 balls this year and next year to schools and to counties, for clubs and for young kids. Under 13s, we are aiming to create 300 semi-professional, almost, under 13 teams this year, so that those kids will go to the World Youth Championship in 2017.
Right.
That is the aim. That is where we must go, so that in 2022, those kids will be 23, 24, and they have the quality to play at the highest level, because the aim is to go to the World Cup 2022 or 2026, and the hard work, there's no shortcut, the hard work is by laying the foundation, putting in the investment and the time to grow those kids. That is the biggest thing. Of course, there are other things, integrity, corruption, things about money not being accounted for properly, just things about appointments and the game being clean. We shall strive, and have already started today, to put those things in place, so that investors can then come. I can tell you, I have received calls from perhaps more than
Already?
10 people that are
Already.
saying, Nick,
Okay.
we are standing by. We would like to come to the table and discuss these things. So we want to bring these people back and partner with them and encourage anyone, even you, Betty, if you want to do something small in the game, then you can do it. I'll give you a quick story. In New Zealand, when a kid is born, Betty, they send someone home with forms to fill in to join the All Blacks, to start training. And so a parent like you, Betty, has to choose.
Yeah.
If you want your kid to go there, I am asking parents that that day
To
has come,
encourage the children.
that the child now who can play football, encourage them, because we are setting the foundation with government and partners to ensure not only do they have to go to Europe, but even here in Kenya,
Kenya.
they have decent careers and they'll be taken care of. It's a huge task. We cannot be perfect, but we're asking for support so that we can do this together.
Now, in the past, the leaders who have been at the helm of, FKF, have proceeded on into politics. Is that something that, is anywhere in your mind, the likes of Kenneth Matiba, Peter Kenneth,
Yep.
so many examples
Bingo.
using that
Yep.
platform to get into politics. Will
What
we be seeing
happens-
that from you?
What happens is that I think we've been trending for the last 2 days. I've been trending. And what happens is that then that fame comes to the picture and people consider going to politics. I am a football person. I want to do this for the next 8 to 10 years. I think I'll be something like 46 thereabouts when I'm leaving. I'd like to go and do other stuff when I'm done that. I am not thinking about politics myself. I am happy to help others so we can achieve goals together as Kenyans. But I am not thinking about politics because the game itself is at a point where there is so much can be done. We have CAF, we have FIFA. I plan to go to FIFA and ensure
Yes,
that
how will Kenya vote, by the way?
I will vote.
Will we do it independently, or will we do it with CAF?
There's two things. We are new. We have a new federation. The one thing to consider is that we don't want to look to CAF like we are renegades, because then there are repercussions to it. We would prefer to vote with them, but however, we are having conversations, and most of them actually have already got contacted me already. And I will inform Kenyans next week. I'm traveling on 21st
Yes.
To Barcelona, then to Zurich. And I will inform Kenyans where we're going to put our vote. It's not my vote.
So you'll
it's a
tell
Kenyan
us.
vote. I will tell you guys
Okay.
at that time.
All right, so finally, on a light note, our reporter Hassan Juma asked that, when you go to Zurich, you're always in these T-shirts. Maybe you should try, I know you're a president, maybe you should invest in a suit or two.
The one thing I have learned, Betty, is that no matter what you do, you never try to change who you are. That's what I have.
Maybe just this, on that
and
day.
you guys, I don't think so. You guys are going to start you're going to get used to just me being who I am.
Being you.
Yes, and
Nick
carrying on with it.
being Nick.
Yes, the energy has to be there. Some guys are saying I'm using too much energy when I come to your studio. And I look like I'm fighting with guys.
There's no
And it just-
fighting.
there's no fighting.
That's
it's just
just
the
you.
energy to put there. You have to be who you are. And I
Right.
think I want to be that.
I like that. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, Betty, for
Nick
being on you.
Mwendo.
I thought I'll never get here.
And
be
here
with
you are.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you so much, Nick Mwendo, who's the president of the FKF at 37 years?
36.
36.
Yes.
Congratulations.